Well, hello, hello. This is Rosa RCG Creations. How you doing? Bringing to you today, we're making our own extracts. I'm learning to bake. I'm baking from scratch. And I'm really enjoying cooking. So I needed to get some stuff, some added ingredients to do some of my baking. Okay, some of the baking, of course, calls for vanilla extract. See that? The little label that I made. And I made it myself with my own vanilla beans. These particular beans I purchased. They're Tahitian Indonesia beans that I purchased in April. No, excuse me. The expiration goodbye date is April 2024. And this is the same jar that I had originally back in January 2015 of some Madagascar beans. And then after those expired, I got another pair. Oh, these were purchased October 30, 2022. This Tahitian Indonesia beans. And this is what I have left. These right here. And I think there's 11 or 12 beans. I'll put a link in the description box of the video that I did when I made my vanilla extract. So this is nothing but, make sure it's closed. See that? Make it up so you can see. You see the beans right here? See those beans? This was made with this particular vodka. So I was totally out of it. Didn't have any more. Because the last batch of that, I also made almond extract. See that? And I made this almond extract back on October 31, 2022. Okay? Same time that I got those vanilla beans. Okay? But before this here, I went YouTubing and I saw some people that are making non-alcoholic vanilla extract, okay, by using vegetable glycerin. I went ahead and got this from Azure. Okay, I'm moving it slow so you can read it and get the glare out of there. Now, this is a non-GMO vegetable glycerin. This is a food grade glycerin. And, oh, let me open that up. Don't have no smell to it. I've never used this before, not the food grade kind. I've done the other glycerin. I've done stuff with my craft projects with that glycerin. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know if there is a difference because I'm totally out of that other kind. Because I have to wait till my next payday before order it again. So I wanted to try this because a lot of people that I respect on YouTube say they love the vegetable glycerin vanilla extract. And they also use it to make all their other extracts. Like here's my almond one. Okay. And I do have some more almonds. They're in the fridge, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to do it another day. And I am going to do today the glycerin vanilla bean extract with glycerin. And then I'm going to wait 6 months, because October, November, December, January, February, March, April. So yeah, this is the 6th month, April. And that's what I popped on my calendar because it's time for me to check this out. And this is now able to be used. When you make your own homemade extracts, the longer it sits, the better the flavor. So if you can just, all you do is twice a week, go in there and shake it. This one was easy because all I had to do was that. And then you just shake it. And what you're doing is you're getting inside your beans. Let me grab a bean. Because I cut these in half because they're really long. But I wanted them to fit my jar. is what you do is you just put a slice right through the center. That's why I have my little knife here, my cutting mat right down here. You can put a slice to the middle. Some people go ahead and pull it apart. I don't. I don't think that there's need for it because this is liquid and it goes right in. And then you just shake it, and what you're doing is when you're shaking it, you're letting the liquid get inside that bean and extracting the flavor of the bean. And of course, like anything else, the longer it sits, the richer the vanilla is. Now this one that I made here, I let it sit, I think it was 1.5 years before I poured it in here. And it was with another bottle of vodka. It was also a different brand because Frugarosa, as far as we're concerned, and as far as everybody said, it doesn't really make a difference what brand vodka it is. You use whatever it is, and doing the cheap one is just as good as a bad one. Now, I do know, because I'm not a drinker, so I don't keep up with too much of this stuff, that there's 90 proof, you know, that type of thing, where it's pretty strong, potent stuff. And I know that makes a big difference, but now this one does say, oh, let me get my readers because I can't. It's there, but it's awful fine print. This one does say it's 40% alcohol volume, which means this is 80 proof. So this is 40% alcohol. So if you get something stronger than that, of course it'll be a lot stronger. Okay, and from what my reading and my research, and of course everybody do your own research, do what's best for you, is the stronger the alcohol, the stronger vanilla bean you taste it you get. Now, yes, when you're cooking and you're baking, the alcohol evaporates, so you're technically not eating it. And I know there's a lot of people that have, it's your personal opinion, this is just my Rosa opinion. When you buy your vanilla, your extract, read the label on the box, and it tells you on the label on the box if it's made with vodka or if it was made with glycerin, vegetable glycerin, food grade vegetable glycerin. So if you're really adamant about not using an alcoholic method to make your extract, then use the glycerin one because there's no alcohol in this. And then this particular model that I got from Azure is a non-GMO. Okay. So now let's get to, then of course, I got my little labels to label each one of my jars so I know what's what. Okay, so there's my old one, and I'm just going to use this to refill that because that's what was in there, was this already here. Okay, so this will be one brand, and I'm going to get another label on that bottle there that shows, in fact, I'm going to put these two together because I got to refill that bottle, that these two are from the McCormick vodka, which is 40% proof alcohol. I went ahead and I wanted to try, because Becky, she says she's made her own for years, her own extracts, her vanilla extract. She personally prefers rum. So I went ahead and purchased some rum, and let me get my readers. This is, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know. I just let the clerk tell me which is what and wasn't bet. And of course, a lot of, people go to the liquor store to buy their alcohol. And he says this is where a lot of the people that ask for it for making extract, and this is what they use. This is called El Dorado. It's aged 8 years. It's Demerara rum. I don't know what that means. It says cask, C-A-S-K, aged. Vanilla and something, I can't read it. And this is also a 40% alcohol volume. So it's the same thing as a vodka, but this is rum. And you can see how you can see right through that? So it's not dark and bold, but again, this just has vanilla beans in it. So that's why this is so dark. Because vodka is a clear liquid, and the beans just make it darker. And I did purchase this because I just wanted to try it. I like the little, what they put the little plastic thing on here so your bottles don't click when you're bringing them home. And this one is Xdar vodka wheat, distilled from grain, so it's a wheat grain vodka, and produced in Ukraine. This one also is 40% alcohol by volume. And I also think the bottle's pretty. I may do something with that in the craft project because the bottle's cute. And because this is wheat, I like that. I think I might decorate it and put it in my kitchen and do something with it. So there were a lot of pretty bottles there in the liquor store. But I'm not there for that. I was there for this one project. So this is called XDAR Wheat Vodka. XDAR symbolizes and maintains such age-old values as family, friends, relatives, and national traditions. This product is created according to the classic technology of blending the finest alcohol and artesian water. XDAR wheat is created from natural ingredients, and according to the unique technology, XDR has good drinkability and leaves memorable taste experience. I have no idea because I don't plan on drinking this like plain out of the bottle. This is just to make myself some extracts. And then what I did, because the holidays are coming, and I always start in January, buying throughout the year, so when December hits, I'm pretty much done with all my Christmas shopping, is I am going to give it, not everybody, but a few good friends that I know who bake. I'm not going to give it to anybody who doesn't bake very often because it'd be a total waste. I'm going to give it to a true baker so they can try out my homemade version, which I will tell you this. The homemade version of vanilla, and I've been doing vanilla going on, this is I think my fourth year that I've been making my own vanilla. There is a big difference, and it is a game changer in your recipe, and versus the store-bought extract. Okay, I don't know what it is, I don't know what it means or what, and I'm gonna read this, see if it says it. This one's made from Stone Mill Essentials. It's made distributed by Aldi, but I don't have the box because I throw the box away because I don't have room in my pantry. Now this one is coconut extract, and I got some coconut flakes here. I'm going to make my own, and this is made with, here's the ingredients. Oh, this is made by Watkins. Okay, I can kind of sort of see it. Ingredients are water, propylene, glycol, alcohol, artificial flavors, and tartaric acid. So they put artificial flavors in this. Your homemade stuff doesn't have any artificial flavors because we don't have any artificial flavors. Okay? So that is why I really believe it's made by the Watkins Incorporated, and they're in Winnipeg, MB. Oh, Winona, Minnesota. Okay, this was made in the USA. And it doesn't have an expiration date because I'm going to be honest with you, because of the alcohol intake in here, this doesn't have an expiration date as far as I could tell. Now I went ahead and also bought some orange because I got 2 recipes that require orange extract. Do yourself a favor. Go shopping. Go on Google and shop how much these things cost. This is 2 ounces. I'm going to show you. I'm going to move slowly so you can see it. This is 2 ounces. This orange extract right here costs anywhere from $6 to $8 depending on where you get it. That's here in the United States. That's an awful lot because this one recipe asks for 1 tablespoon of this extract. And what if we like this recipe and we want to make it again? This ain't going to last me very long, okay? Because this is only 2 ounces. So this is why I want to make my own. But that'll have to be another day because of I ran out. When you make your fruit, like the orange extract, you can do a lemon extract. There's all kinds of extracts out there. What you do is you peel the zest of the outside of the skin. So you make sure you wash your fruit very, very well. I put it in a fruit wash, let it soak for 20-30 minutes in a fruit wash that I create. There's tons of fruit washes out on the internet. You can look that up. And then you're zesting the outside skin of the lemon, the orange, or the lime, whatever it is that you're making. And then that is what you put inside your jar with whatever glycerin or vodka or rum, whatever it is that you want to do now. Because all this is new to me. Oh, and another thing is you keep it in a dark bottle because light is bad for extracts. They need to be in a dark item. Now, yes, this is glass, but this stays in my pantry. That door stays shut all the time unless I'm in it. That door stays shut all the time. So it is a dark area in there. And I've been doing this for years, so I've never had any problems with it. But what I'm doing here, because this is 6 months old, is I'm going to extract the extract, this is almond extract out of here, and I'm going to put it in one of my little jars. And because a lot of my recipes don't ask for a lot of almond extract. And since I have this, all I'm going to do is refill this, put a new label on top of it that shows what day I refilled it, and I'll wait 6 months and before I open it up and use it again. And I'm just hand tightening this down. I'm not vacuum packing or any of that stuff. This is just manually hand, a metal lid with my ring, manually hand tighten. That's all I'm doing with it. Make sure it's a brand new lid and a brand new ring, because this is liquid, and as you're shaking, you don't want a rusty lid to get in there and contaminate your food, because that's rust. You don't want that. Okay, and yeah, I did get a little discolored. You see that? It used to be when I first made it, was really, really, really clear and stuff. And you'll see that when I put the little link of when I made that. But while I was there, they also had this peach vodka. And they had this little bottle, so I just wanted to try it because I knew I had these bottles. So I'm putting... Oh, okay, I had a bit of vanilla bean. Where'd I put it? I done lost it. Okay, I got it out. Maybe I put it back. Oh, no, here it is. I got only 2 little beans, and I know you can't see that, but I'm going to take them out. See? So it's actually just 1 bean that's cut in half. Now, they've been sliced right to the center, just like the other ones. But what I'm going to do, let's move this out of the way, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to make sure that I'm in frame. Maybe get my funnel, because I want to make sure I don't spill. And this is supposed to give me a peach vanilla. So I'm creating my own extract. And then these bottles I'm just going to throw them away because I have no use for them, no need for them. This reminds me of the little bottles that you get at the hotels. Well, I can definitely smell the peach. You know, and I definitely had enough room. I could have bought another bottle. Yep. I really wish we had smell-o-vision. The peach is fantastic. You can just, oh man, that's great. Now these little bottles have this little filter thing. I don't know what it's for. And I got these on Amazon. And I just picked this size just because I knew I wouldn't need anything bigger. Because the only thing I use quite regularly is the vanilla. These other ones are just extra flavor when I want to add something. Or if I want to create, like I want to do a pudding. And say I want to put this in there just for like a peach flavor to it. I'll put some peach extract in there when I'm making my pudding. So it'll be like plain pudding, but peach flavor to it. And that's what this is going to be like. So this one's peach, and this one's going to be right here, so I know that's what this is when I do my labels. Now let's go to the glycerin. And the glycerin, I'm going to put in one of my big bottles. You know what, I need to, I don't want to contaminate that. That's got a peach flavor to it. I want this to be true, so make sure I don't want, let's see if I spill. Okay, well the glycerin's a little on the thick side. And I am going to try to fill it pretty much to the neck of the bottle. Okay. Oops. Close enough. And then let me put my lid on here. This is brand new, so these are tight. There we go. And look how thick that is. See that? Now this is the glycerin one. And of course it's going to sink back to the bottom. And as the longer it sits, the liquid will get inside the bean that's already got a slit in it. Okay, lengthwise slit through the whole bean. And it'll soak it up. So we'll leave this one intact for 6 months. So we'll bring you back in 6 months to see how these extracts turned out. I'll close mine. Look how much I used. Didn't use that whole, got quite a lot here. There's all kinds of things that you can do with glycerin. I read a lot of the information on it. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. Now we're going to do the rum. And let's, hopefully I don't spill. Ooh, that's strong alcohol. Supposedly you don't smell vodka, but this is rum. I'm going to fill this one all the way to the top of the neck, the bottom of the neck there. Okay, where to put my lid. There we go. So I've got quite a lot left over to do other items with. Let me close my lid on here. Oh, and I did spill, I can see it. Okay, and this is the rum one. So let me put this right here with this one. And this one right here with this one, so I know what's what. And I'm gonna use this. I'm going to. Here's my coconut. These are coconut flakes, and these are vacuum packed. I'm gonna get my jar opener. You hear that? That's got a great seal. Really good seal. And you're just gonna pack it with your coconut. You want fresh coconut. Well, this is as fresh as I can get it because I don't have a coconut farm. I don't grow my own coconuts. I don't have a coconut tree. So I'm just going to fill, and I'm going to actually fill this all the way up to about right here with coconut because I want a lot of coconut in here. But I want to be able to have enough room that I can stir it. I stir mine at least twice a week. And I stir it every single time, twice a week, every single week. And of course, sometimes I'll miss a day, but I'll just stir it the next day. Because I have a reminder on my alarm on my phone. And then I'm going to put my vodka in here. And then that'll be my vodka. So let me go ahead and transport because I'm trying to stay under my 15 minutes. My almond and my coconut, and we'll bring you back. And we're not going to do a taste test. Well, I'm going to do a little bitty finger taste test, okay? Okay, we are back and we are totally done. Okay, so I got totally completed. And the full details on how to do it, along with the recipe and ingredients, will be in the description box. I'm not going to do a pop-up because there's just too much here. Alrighty, so what we've gotten is we got 1 jar of peach. There's 1 vanilla bean that's been sliced up inside there with some peach flavored vodka that we got from our vodka. 2 bottles of that. And then we've got 2 bottles of coconut extract with the X-Star wheat vodka. And what you do is you fill, I hope you can see this. Let me angle. You want to fill up your coconut to about just a little bit above half. Then you fill the rest of it with the liquid. And you could either put the vodka or you can do the vegetable glycerin. And I went ahead and did 2 of each just because I wanted to see what the difference of the flavor is, okay? So I've labeled each jar down. Just a little tip, FYI, it's totally up to you. I'm only putting it on the sideways this way because when you're pouring it, Where's my original bottle? If you're not paying attention, like I wasn't, the vanilla drips and it gets on your label. And see how it turns around, it turns color? So if you hold it, however you want to hold it, so when you pour it, then you push it back. If it dribbles on a part that's not on the label. So if you just do it sideways versus it all the way around like this, like I did this one here, you're going to get a mess like this. And eventually you'll just get another label and redo it again. But I'm good to go with this one for right now. We're still fine. So I got 2 coconut extracts made with vegetable glycerin. And then I've got 2 of them made with the vodka. I've got 1 of the cinnamon extract made with vodka. And I just use my cinnamon sticks. These were actually a craft project. I had to go to my craft room to go get them. Because I don't carry fresh cinnamon sticks. Now, this just FYI, if you want a nice scent in your home, put, I would say like 7 or 8 cinnamon sticks in a pot of water and put it on your stove on a low simmer. And you can just smell the cinnamon when you come in. But of course, it makes you hungry because it's cinnamon. So that's just like FYI. But you can, of course, do how you want to do it. Or go ahead and grind it all up, chop it up in little pieces, and make a little sachet out of it and put it in your little drawers or in your closet. Now, I like to put it, when we had the teenage boys, I liked it because they had some stinky tennis shoes. They're little stinkers. So I would put a little sachet, nothing but cinnamon sticks and potpourri. That was all it was. There was no oil or anything, and it was just potpourri and cinnamon sticks. And I grind it up and I stick it in there as a lace mesh thing. And I would hang it right on the wall, right next to where they keep their shoes, on the bottom of the closet. And that helped control the odor. It didn't take it away, but it helped control the odor. Alrighty, so I've got 1 bottle of the vodka cinnamon and 1 bottle of the glycerin. And you could tell by the glycerin, let me show you. The glycerin's a lot thicker. So you see how it moves. So I hope you can see that in the glare. I can't really tell if you can or not. I won't know this until I edit, but the vodka just moves really easy. You know, and then you just, that's the vodka. You can hardly hear anything at all. That's the glycerin because it's so thick. So, now because the glycerin is so thick, I know these are going to sit here for 6 months before I use them. I mean, you could definitely use them after 4 to 6 weeks, preferably 6 weeks, but you could really start using it after, there's a lot of sites out there, they say you can do it after a week to 2 weeks, but you don't get the flavor because it hasn't had enough time to infuse with the product, okay, of the flavor that you're using. So do yourself a huge favor. This is the time you want patience. Just sit here in the jar. Every 2 days, go out there and just shake them all up. Excuse me, not every 2 days, twice a week. So twice in 7 days. Go in there and you shake them because you just want all that to get in there. Because like the coconut, see how the coconut, as it's settling, the coconut, some of the coconut goes to the bottom and then some of it stays on top. Well, it's not totally infused. This is a vodka one, okay? But it will with time. The food is going to totally absorb all the liquid around it, okay? So it will with time, but the longer it sits, and I know there's a lot of people that I know of that they will make it, but they won't use the product for 2 years because they want a great flavor. And this is the one time, the longer it sits, the more flavor that you have. But if you don't have anything, after 10 days, you're okay to use it, but it's not going to give you very much of a flavor if you don't wait the full solid at least 4 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, preferably 6. But you could do it at 4, and you'll get some flavor. But I guarantee you, try to do yourself a favor and experiment. Try it in 4 weeks. After 2 weeks, see if you like it. See if it gives you enough flavor. You probably won't get any flavor at all. You'll smell a little bit, but not very much. And then try again in 4 weeks, and then do it again in 6 weeks. and then try it again in 6 months, and let's see if you see the difference. I just know this because this is what I've been doing with the vanilla bean ones, is I know for a fact, this is why I scheduled this video for 6 months after I created it originally, just because I know that the vanilla does not taste, it tastes like it's watered down vanilla extract is what it tastes like, okay? It's like a watered down version. And you don't want to spend all this time and money because this is expensive. These alcohols are not cheap. This vegetable glycerin is not cheap, okay? So don't want to spend your money on that and waste it just because you want to be a little bit impatient. So if you can, go to the store and go buy yourself a little bitty bottle. Okay, so I spent $8 for this little bitty bottle, okay? And I was like, but I needed it. The recipe called for it. Then I come to find out something happened and I didn't get to make it. So these bottles haven't even been opened. They're still got the little plastic seal on them. But I still spent $8. And these are just 2-ounce bottles. So again, you do what you want. The best thing for you to do is just see what happens, okay? Now here's my vanilla bean extract made with vegetable glycerin. And see how the vanilla bean is already on the top, okay? And I really need to add some more vegetable glycerin. I can see that because it's rose to the top. So let me add a little bit more, because on every one of these extracts, what you need to do is make sure the food is totally submerged under the liquid. But again, like I said, some of these foods are going to rise, and then once they soak, then they'll fall down once they soak. Okay, so there we go. Let me get my clean towel here so I can wipe out any messes. I don't want to have anything on the lid. Okay, so that's the vegetable glycerin, and okay, that's on the inside, it's not on the out. So I'm good to go. And these things are hard at first. Plus, I don't have any wrist. I have wrist issues, so I don't have very much muscle in my hands. But there you go. So then you're just going to shake it twice a week. You're going to come in here and you're going to shake it. And you want it to go up. Get your air bubbles up here, because this is the glycerin one. And then you're going to bring it back down and see how it falls back down. But it's underneath the glycerin because all the bubbles are coming up. So the beans are underneath there, but they will with time absorb all the liquid and they'll stay at the bottom. But you have to give it a few minutes. Now this one is my almond extract, and I wanted to show you. See the little sediments on the bottom? Just shake it. So before you get ready to use it, shake it. But this is totally ready to use because this was made October 31, 2022. See that? Now, you can reuse the same almonds again, which I'm going to do. And because this was made with vodka, I'm going to add my vodka into this because I'm keeping the same liquor with the same bottle, same container. And I'm going to make myself a second batch. So this will sit here for another 6 months. Because I'm just from experience, I'm just a firm believer. Wait the full solid 6 months. Just do it. Okay. And if you notice, because they're so full, the jar is so full, I'm almost empty with my vodka. Still have enough for a couple more batches though, because I definitely want to make some more. I need to wait and get my vanilla beans, and I definitely want to make some more vanilla extract, because that's the one that's more popular that I personally use. Okay, here's my OCD kicking in. I gotta put it in my label so I see it straight. Okay, now where's my ring? Oh, there it is. And then let me get my little Sharpie. And I'm going to change this. I'm just going to put through the date. I'm changing this to today's date, which is April 9, 2023. So in 6 months from this date, this jar will be able to be used. And I'm just going to add it to this jar. So, and look at how much of this is the 1 pint jar. This is how much of the coconut I have left. But I was able to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm cleaning up my messes down there. 10. I was able to make 10 jars of extract, and the bigger jars are the ones that are more popular, the ones that I use personally myself, and that is the vanilla bean. So I got vanilla bean and rum. That'll be ready in 6 months. I got vanilla bean extract and vegetable glycerin. That'll be ready in 6 months. And then I got my almond extract that's ready right now. I can actually start using it right now. So this is actually going to go in my kitchen pantry. These two are going to go in my long-term storage. So I know that I can't use these for 6 months. Now this one, I did label it almond extract with vodka made 10/31/2022, but I need to change that to extracted today's date. EXTRACT extracted for 9/20/23. Plus now I know, also I know now, whatever's in my kitchen pantry, I can start using up all that right then and there. I don't have to wait for it. This stuff I'm going to have to wait. And then I'm just going to refill my bottle with my leftover. My nose suckers are tight. Tight, tight, tight. And this is all I do. Here's my original bottle. And then normally what I do is I just add more vodka to this. But I'm not going to, I want to save this because I want to do those other projects. I want to do a lemon, I want to do a lime, and I want to do the orange. So I'm saving that vodka because I don't want to go buy no more. Man, I can smell it from way over here. And you see how far away I am from this bottle? There we go. But typically all you would do is, let me close this up before I spill it. But typically what I would do, look how dark that is. And this is the one made with the rum. And look at that. And then typically what you would do, let me get back to my train of thought, is you would just add more vodka to your bottle. Leave your same beans in there just the way they are, because these beans could stay here pretty much forever. Not forever, but I probably would definitely change this out. I got to put a little label on here that I made these in October 2020 because that's when I made my almond ones. And put my little label on there. And I'm going to try not to use... most of the stuff and a lot of the research that I did says a lot of these extracts with the the actual food product inside last anywhere for 2 to 4 years, but because it's an alcohol-based product to begin with, it pretty much has an unlimited shelf life. But I'm not going to really take a chance, because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open it, and if I see any mildew from the little beans just because they're getting old or whatever, I'm just going to pitch this whole thing because it's not worth anybody getting sick. Now, the vegetable glycerin, that does have a shelf life, which is anywhere from 2 to 4 years. And again, it depends on how you stored it. If it's stored in a cool, dark place, which is the one reason why I like to get the dark bottles. But all this is going to go in my canning room, which is cool and dark all the time anyway, because I have food in there. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. If you'd like some more information on that, and I would definitely post a comment, and everything will be in the description box. And I'd love to know what and how you make your extracts, and what do you think of the time frame. What is the best time frame for you on making your extracts? Take care now. Bye-bye. Don't forget, give me a thumbs up and share my video with your buddies. Bye-bye.